Welcome to South Harmon.
Damn
Yes,
right. Welcome
sir,
to South
baby.
Harmon. Wednesday night, hey man, we're live and in the building. What is good, everyone? Hope we're having a fantastic. Is this like the middle of summer? Are we still at the beginning of summer? Like, where are we on the timeline here?
I will
It feels
say
like the middle.
it does feel like the middle. Although, Mike, it's been weirdly not that hot the last couple days. But before this, dude, it's when you're in those humid days where you feel like you're struggling to breathe, just stepping outside.
yeah.
It's fucking just humid. No hate.
There's been a few times I've left work and gotten in the car and the thermometer in the car, because it's been sitting in the sun, so it's always hotter than the actual temp when you start driving.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll say like 108, 109.
Yeah, it's like
what the hell is this?
The car's like in the middle of like running sprints. It's like I gotta tell it it's way too high. I gotta stop this.
We good, man.
We got Trip Crown in here. There is a process, and the process is we say hello first. All right, Trip, we're going to get to your question, I promise you. But we got the pregame brew in the house, D-Walk. We've got Pello from across the borders. I think we're paying tariffs on this, Mike, but we've got...
Dude,
go ahead.
First off, we talk about across the borders. I mean,
okay.
This is our show, so we do
I
whatever
had a
we
feeling I wouldn't talk too long before we gave... I hit something.
Did you see that golf fight video I put in the Discord?
Oh, yeah.
Today?
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Like, have you seen that one going around? Or is that the first time you saw it?
That was the first. I will admit that was the first time I seen it, buddy.
Okay.
I mean,
so correct me if I'm wrong.
tell
anybody
the
out there
people
who's seen
a
it.
little bit. We don't have the visual, but tell them.
Somebody recorded a golf fight video. There was a guy getting bullied, like playing real too slow, right? And the guys behind him
golf
were
fight
getting
videos
pissed.
are serious and hilarious.
They were getting pissed. They were getting real pissed. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna put the cart before the horse here. But
Okay.
I thought I read somewhere that the guy who did all the ass whooping in the video, because it was one-sided as all hell. The video was one-sided as all hell.
It was a
The
fight
guy who
by technicality,
The guy who did the ass whooping used to be a professional hockey player, like NHL, right? He used to be a defenseman.
Yeah, it's a be careful what you wish for, right? All of a sudden you're fighting on the course. Next thing you know, it's 9-9.
Jesus, right? So the guys are playing slow. The guys behind them are getting fed up with it. They start having words. One of the buddies of the group behind starts recording it. This guy that's been playing slow is like being real bully. The whole part of the video too is they're all 1000% Canadians with the accents, like just the accents.
Very Pello. That's where that came from. Uh-huh.
Letter Kenny, very Letter Kenny. That's what it was. And the one guy's like, you don't want none of this or whatever. So the one who instigated the thing,
was serious when he goes, you want to fucking go?
Yeah.
With those,
the one
right?
who goes like after him ends up getting tossed in the pond, like right off the rip.
Dude, the first thing that they did is in the fight is he basically just muscles him all the way from the tee box, right? They're at the tee box. And the pond's
right
not that far, but it's a good, 20, 30 feet minimum. Just the whole way. Just you're going to come take a ride to the fucking water.
Just tossed him in the pond. The guy gets back up, comes after him. All right.
It was kind of like a video game in a way where like everybody was around him and he just take them all on one by one,
The hockey player like grabs him like hockey style, when they grab onto what they call them sweaters, right? Not jerseys, sweaters. When they grab onto the hockey sweaters.
Make sure you go over to Certified Shit to get your sweaters. But yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I like that plug. And he's hit, and every time he punches him, he yells "bang" like he's Mike Breen. Just bang, bang, and he is fucking this guy up, right? And then I think my favorite part of the whole video too is the guy who's the cameraman. Like when the one dude charges the hockey player and ends up like getting tossed in the pond, he's like, "You're off to a good start, eh, bud?" I was like, what the hell is this?
Try to pretend to go back to real life. I mean, that guy
is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
You ever seen or heard someone say like, "I've been waiting my whole life for this"? Like that's what that felt like. I've been waiting for someone just like you to make me fucking go to this level.
Waiting on a moment, man.
I'll say you'd be surprised, Mike, you don't play golf. Matter of fact, the time Corey and I played, and we got AJ and Mike. We have some people that are making us play a little slow at times, but I will say we are flying. But we got these old men behind us that play fast as fuck, and it was like a couple times you're like, I really don't want any smoke, but these guys are literally hitting fucking balls right up our ass. No pun intended, all day long. And it's like, AJ, listen, just pick up the ball. Okay, it's okay. Come on, let's go. It can happen. It can get out of hand quickly, like Brick. This really got out of hand fast.
Listen, if I knew we had the potential of throwing down on the golf course, I might be more interested in playing golf. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing. More often than not, Mike, it's kind of like this. There's a lot of talk, and people end up, when push comes to shove, no one really wants to smoke. Those guys, by the time they found out they didn't want to smoke, it was too late.
I'm not a giant fighter, but the next time I do get in one, like if I got the upper hand, and I got somebody by the sweater, I'm yelling bang every time I throw a right. I
wanted to go back to that. We got Eric up here. He's behind Certified Trips. Let me get it out of the way. Bang, bang. It was Mike Breen. And to be able to do all that and commentate yourself, Mike, is like, all right, this is child's play. This is crazy,
That guy was like, I can't wait. I hope this dumb fuck charges at me. I'm going to toss him in the pod. And then if that doesn't do it, I'm going to yell bang every time I throw a haymaker right into his mouth.
Well, what do you shoot, Adam? I don't know. I shoot a lot more shots than I used to. I don't get out very often. And Mike, the valedictorians wants to challenge me. He's been playing a lot, so
yeah. I'm about a 58 on 2K25.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, about a 58. I'm pretty good.
Okay. Talk more, man. The people are interested, I think, I will say this. At this point, I was just telling Mike before the show, I'm going through and doing some editings from old videos. Sometimes it's hard to fathom. This guy's lost more than a human, honestly. So if he could do that in less than a year, I'm not going to, doubt him that he can't pick up the golf club here,
No, you don't want to see me golf.
I think I don't actually know what I'll shoot. When I was playing more, I was in like the high 70s, low 80s. So 81 would be pretty good for me right now because just don't play enough. And also, we got Eric Van Eck in here. Yeah, 2K25 is sweet, Mike.
Same.
Mike, you playing a lot of that 2K25? I know not now. Now we're playing something else, right? Because come on,
now, man.
Give the people.
It's college football 26, which kind of getting mixed reviews. I love this. I think it's better than last year's. So I don't know what the fuck these.
Is there? Let me ask you this. I want to ask you try to give you a step back feel. Is there a way it could let you down? I feel like no matter what the product is, you're going to be so locked in and playing it.
If it was just a rinse and repeat of last year, like Madden used to do every.
What I mean is, if the gameplay stepped back a little bit, or you didn't love it right away, you would just keep playing to get used to it, right?
Yeah, but you'd probably get bored quicker. You know what I mean? Okay.
How long has it been out? How long have you been playing it?
Tuesday. Tuesday came out.
Oh, that feels like a lot more than a day, and I haven't even been playing it. I know. It's kind of crazy because it's all over X too. Everyone's talking about it. It's all over X. It's the new
Monday. Monday. I think it
came out Monday. Okay, all right.
Monday night. Yeah.
That now I'm still a little crazy, but I don't feel as crazy.
I get my days mixed up. I'm going on vacation to Alaska tomorrow, so my brain's.
Mike's already. Yeah, he's playing the new game. He's in Alaska already. I would love to be there. That sounds awesome.
Also, shout out to everybody at my work that knows I'm going on vacation and just wants to pile every fucking thing imaginable on me this week. Appreciate you. Thanks,
Mike. To be fair, they're like, listen.
Next time, I'm not telling a fucking soul. Okay, I'm here.
He's gonna leave us, and all that weight here. We gotta fucking pile it on this guy before he leaves. They don't. Sometimes, Mike, people don't. They genuinely don't like seeing you with that little smile and that happiness. They're like,
no,
fucking give. This
I know you're
something.
going on vacation. Fuck, we're gonna ruin it before you go.
He got the game what Monday? Oh no, fuck this guy. We gotta.
No, but
he needs some more work.
The college football game is really good. I like it too. And one of the greatest things, tie this back into Dynasty, since this is a Dynasty channel and we haven't talked about Dynasty football.
Look at this guy getting back on the rails too.
One of the things I love is, Adam, we play, C2C leagues and we follow along the college football season. We're not degenerates like the Campus to Canton crew. Shout out to them for all the incredible work those fucking guys do.
Speaking of levels, Mike, it's kind of like the golf course thing. I thought I knew, and then you realize, oh no, I'm good. I'm good on that smoke. These guys do it all the time.
But as probably as college football knowledge goes, sure. Compared to everybody. I'm not tooting our own horn here, but we're probably in the 90th percentile. 95th
no, for sure.
Percentile.
It's just when you meet the hymns, you're like, okay, there's a level, right?
They're different. They're different, right?
Yes.
We NBA G leaguers, and they're superstars. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like even the days where I'm like, college football's going on and I'm busy, even then
Yeah.
I'm checking all the time for sure.
But one of the things I love about it is, you could tell EA put a lot of time and effort into this game, like they did the first go around.
You
But
can tell they did from marketing too.
one of my favorite things to do is like you go in and you start looking at rosters, and you see like some players that are rated extremely high. And for a guy who watches a shit ton of college football, it's always fucking amazing to me how many of those guys I go like, who the fuck is this guy?
Who the fuck is that guy? Give me the Conor McGregor's here. Who do you got?
So I'll give you one. Eric Rivers, wide receiver out of Georgia Tech. Now, I knew about Eric Singleton, who transferred from Georgia Tech.
Be honest with you, Mike, you got me there. I don't know.
I don't know who the fuck Eric Rivers is. But
Well,
him and Eric
right?
Singleton, who transferred from Georgia Tech, share the same rating. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Like,
Oh, they got him now.
EA gave him like a 91 overall. You know what I mean? Like, he's high. He's got to be like in the top 10, top 12 of wide receivers for this.
He's on his third. He's at his third school. He's a Yellow Jacket. Okay. I was not. I'll be honest. I'm sorry. I got to apologize. I was not familiar with your game.
I was not familiar with your game. And there was a couple more. I don't remember who it was, but Eric Rivers stood out to me. But that's one of my favorite parts about the game coming out, too, because whether or not Eric Rivers is good, like, I don't even know him from C2C, right? I had no idea he was at Georgia Tech. I have no idea who the fuck this guy is. But now it gives me something to, like, pay attention to. Now when a Georgia Tech game comes on or I see a highlight or something like that, I'll be like, well, what's this Eric Rivers do? Like, what's this guy all about? Like, it piques my interest to, like, start following these players and then prepare myself for the upcoming Dynasty season. You know what I mean? Like, you're already a leg up just because you play a college football game. It's fucking nuts.
We're on nuts. Two different wavelengths here, Rob. We got, is Keenan Allen worth picking up off waiver wire while we're talking Eric Rivers?
Gronk is he's nothing but consistent. You know
this
what I mean?
Actually starting to make me believe this could actually be Gronk. Like, like rooting for the Keenan Allens of the world, right? The Darren Wallers.
I also think too, with all the information that's come out in the last couple of days, you can drop the end. This could just be Grok from X, the AI bot. It's become self-aware.
I'm not ready to. Honestly, speaking of aware, I'm aware, but I'm not ready to talk about it. It's starting to get a little bit crazy. After going, they go Darren Waller and then they double down with Keenan Allen. It's like, what is happening in South Beach other than just chaos?
Don't know. We don't know. But anyways, all right.
Would you pick him up off waivers in 10-team, Rob? I definitely would not.
No, and Rob usually plays a lot of 10-team. No thanks. We good.
Grant, I did put it on there. We had a lot going on, but certified sh.it. Real quickly, Mike, I did want to talk about. They have a lot of actually pretty impressive things that they're trying to clear off their racks and clearance. Between old jerseys that, obviously they've changed teams. Mike, I paid full price for plenty of those. But there's actually, like, C.J. Stroud for the Texans. They've changed their jersey type, right? So you can literally get the number 7 rookie-style jersey for $30, Mike.
Damn.
Yeah.
$30?
I'm talking about, when I say giveaways, it's not the South Harmon giveaways, but
that's not bad.
That's as close as we can get to you. So certified shit, go check out. They have so much stuff in clearance. Mike, I'm not going to lie. I spent more than I intended to. $9.99 several times adds up a lot of Browns gear that they're trying to get off of clearance. So go check that out. If you just type in certified sh.it, that will take you to the website, Fanatics, and our partner there, and you can go make your purchase and tell them we sent you.
Under clearance, all right? The first thing I looked at.
How bad was it?
Tom Brady jersey.
I mean, that's that's a throwback.
No, but here's the thing, right?
Which one? Is it Bucks or is it
this is no shade of Fanatics. Yeah, it's a Bucks alternate, Vapor alternate, right? And it's on clearance.
How much? Well, okay, there we go. Now I know where you're headed.
It's on clearance for $180.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck was the original price? $330.
Right, you had me in the first half. Now I knew where you were going. I'm like, okay, yeah, clearance. It's all right. They'll get there one day.
$335. What the fuck is this? The Jordan 1s?
Speaking of which, I gotta go show y'all some stuff. But Mike,
right.
What I wanted to say though is they'll get there. Brady though is kind of like it is a throwback, Mike. But literally jerseys from last year, Kyler Murray, $30, buddy.
Yeah.
$30. What do we?
Yeah, we take that.
Yeah, you can probably find a promo code to use, and we'll listen. I at least gave you that part of the sale. All right, just tell them that I sent you. Now, with the A-Chain jersey. Miami, I think, is a whole nother conversation. Mike, I'll be honest with you. The thumbnail, I'm just doing some perusing in the lab, okay? And, we had the trade show. It's one of those things where you ever, as a father, I'm sure you have, where your kid just lets you down, and you're like, damn it. Like, that's how I felt on the trade show. Like, I knew Mike had to do it. He had to slaughter me. Mike, I'm not in the lab looking for that type of behavior, but I'm just looking at trades with my league mates, and I'm like, what the fuck is this trade?
Mm-hmm.
I won't say the name out loud just yet. We'll get there. But I'm like, wait a minute. This is the author. This is the fuck are we doing? And then I had to go look at Warp, and I'm like, all right, Mike. You know how sometimes we kid around and we're serious? Like, it's gotten really bad, these 26 panic picks. Dude, it's July. It's early July. Yep. To your point, it's middle of summer. Throw them to the wind. Buddy, I'm telling you on Contenders, there's a guy I just did a team review with him. I've been helping him get some trades done. I'm like, stop trying to get people to take picks. Do the opposite. Like, take their picks. We'll use them later, even on Contenders. Mike, I don't know. Maybe it's just at this very moment, but I think this is actually going to continue to get worse, personally.
I think so too. And it's one of the earliest times I think I can remember in my dynasty career that I've seen this happen, right?
Sure.
This cycle. Usually
100%.
Usually it's August. You know what I'm
know what I'm saying? Late July, early August, you'll get that flip.
We beat this shit
we're a
by
month early. Yeah, it's and I don't know, man. Maybe it's just, again, it could just be me, but I'm like,
so my first theory is,
okay.
I don't know if like Scott Fishbowl started. Like, I see all the drafts going on now, right? They've had a bunch of live in-person ones. Now you got the online ones going on, and that's usually the unofficial start to fantasy football season, right?
Mm-hmm.
The unofficial official start. Let's just say what it is, right? That kind of signals. That's kind of like our Christmas.
Speaking of Christmas, I mean, don't let me,
Boom. What up,
don't let me not put the guy on the screen. The man, the myth, the legend.
Let me finish my quick thought here, and then we'll
go
get
ahead,
to your
please.
question.
Yeah, sorry.
So with that going on, and underdog and best ball kind of being, in my opinion, for a lot of people at like almost an all-time high, almost the most popular it's ever been. Do you think, my first initial reaction is that redraft season is just starting earlier than we've ever anticipated?
So here's my theory on this. I think it's been doing that with creators. I think what's happening is people are looking for it earlier, and then the fact that they're like willing to dismiss the class because it's a bad projecting class is just making it to where, yes, it feels like redraft season is 100% influencing this, but it's like they have more influence because the dynasty community keeps saying the 26 class is poo-poo. So it's almost like they're going hand in hand, And
it's so weird. Like, I try to stay in the streets, the dynasty streets.
Oh, you do.
And the only person I've seen out there,
I've seen him do it.
The only person I've seen out there who's like poo-pooed this hard on the 26 class, like publicly,
oh boy,
has been that guy Buy Apple who comments like on every YouTube video every time I just mention.
Oh yeah, he's just a volume. He is volume. Right. Volume of the game, right?
But that's it. Like, I haven't seen a lot of content creators out there like put out videos about how bad the 26 class is, or
nobody's come out and like nobody's come out and gave the whole the slaughter, as I say, like on the trade show, where you're like, no, I would do this to you, Mike. But I think it's like there's enough talking about it and dancing around it, and you look at the running back position, which all of a sudden has a little more of a vigor to it, especially towards the top, right? After last year, they're like, oh, there's one special running back, which I don't necessarily agree with, but they're like, that's it, and that's after that it gets bad. And the court, Mike, I think there's just enough groupthink and comments about specific people that it's the Reddits of the world are running with it,
Interesting. Maybe that's where it's coming from. Maybe I'm not tapped into Reddit enough.
I'm not either, but I'm using that as just somebody's doing this, Mike, because it's becoming. Listen, when I say I'm not looking for trouble, but buddy, the thumbnail that I put up there, it is literally Derrick Henry in 2/3 for Josh Downs and a 26 first of your own, And I'm like, all right, well, maybe the warp is, obviously the warp will just be crazy here, right? And in the wide, it's like more of a standard league where the wide receivers are run away, and this isn't a league you really want to value running backs. I'm baffled, kind of, because it's not that's not an isolated incident, by the way. That's what I want to say. The whole last trade show is the 26th verse, and Mike, it's like the more I'm just looking at stuff to think about with content and where startups are at and where these picks are becoming to the point where we did this in 22. We drafted some wrong players in 22. All right, we've learned a little bit since then. But I'm gonna have a lot of fucking 26 picks, I think, right now.
So Cameron, quickly, we'll get to your super chat.
Sorry,
here.
Cameron.
Cameron.
I promise we do appreciate your super chat. And,
I had to finish
we love
that
you.
thought before I lost my train of thought. I'm in vacation.
We've lost our thoughts without a super chat before, plenty.
So Cameron said he offered someone Marv, the 112, and the 201 for Justin Jefferson. Is there a follow up to that, or?
Honestly, I will say though, I'm very happy. Holy delay on that fucking money, by the way. But Mike, this is a flex. This is just a flex. Like, for $5, I want you guys to just read what I put out here. I don't need your opinion. I just want you to know this is what happened. I want you to know this took place.
I don't even care what you say.
It's like back in high school when you like bragged to your boys about what took place the night prior. Yeah, this is what happened.
This is what happened. Good for you.
Offered. That's the other thing. It didn't even go through, at least to this. Garrett Wilson jersey 65. Patty, why did I have to buy for 150 last year? Damn it! Why did I have to go showing off like that?
I don't know what to do with that, Cameron. Like, I don't know if there's a question or you just offered. You think it's too much? Like, I guess I'll answer it. Like, if you think
rarely
it's too
is Mike
much,
speechless, but here you go.
The only way, like, I think it's not a good offer or one I'd send out is probably in a best ball league, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those where it's a great flex, but I can't really give you my feeling on it without a little more context. And here's the thing. Speaking of delay, it was like, here it is, that's why it knew. The money knew, buddy. Also, I'm jonesing for a Justin Jefferson LSU.
I'll never tell you that you can't super chat. You know what I mean? Like, we'll take them all. All right, we'll take them all.
If he ever does, I promise you I'll undo that statement because we will take them all day long.
I'm just pointing out if they're just like generic statements, like you can just type them. You don't have to super chat. I'll gladly take
it. And you know what? Sometimes we just let it happen. We don't have to draw attention to it.
There we go. Now we got it. He wants to know, is it enough?
Mostly, is it enough? Cameron, I'm going to be honest with you. Whatever you're doing, I kind of interested and intrigued. I might want to get into doing that. It sounds fun, and
he must live in one of them friendly states.
He's also while just putting non-questions out, he's not listening either. I need a little context here to give you any type of feeling. Like if it's a lineup start 9, shallow, and I have I got the goods, I'm all for it. But how quickly it's going to go to the tear down, depending on the format.
That's right, Cameron. We do need beer money. The Expo's coming.
Listen, when I tell you in a bad way, I mean I'm begging you, okay?
Begging you. I would say on the topic of mostly is enough. If I'm in a lineup start 9, start 10, probably start 11, something along that, and somebody sends me that offer, Marv the 112, 201. No, it's not enough for me.
Well, here's the thing.
No,
I hate to keep bringing myself into this, but my shit team lost in the championship game. It's never enough. You got to have more. I want more. Always.
More. Always want more.
If I'm in a
best ball league, if I'm in a best ball league, for me, the way I play best ball, the way I recommend people play best ball, dynasty best ball, it's enough. Now, a lot of people will say, no, for Justin Jefferson, you're crazy.
Mike, what are you doing? Marvin Harrison hasn't done anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a backlash. But for me, that's enough. Could I squeeze more out of you? Probably.
I've seen him do it.
To? Yeah. No, I'm good.
I think but that's one of those in best ball where you don't. I'm not looking to squeeze. Holy crap! What the hell is going on here?
Listen, I don't mind this trend.
This super chat here. This whole Will Smith, being terrible again. I'm reading this and thinking about this as like Will Smith is rapping this. It's rough.
Pretty dope.
unless it's bluegrass. Cameron all of a sudden is like witty now. He's paying attention. He's witty now. Sober thoughts. I'm like, phew, this hits home.
Okay.
All of a sudden, where we started. Would y'all trade Nico for Hampton in a 26-second superflex? Probably not.
Warp would have to be pretty good to the
Warp. It's going to come down to Warp, and it's also probably, Mike. If the Warp's good and it's a best ball league, I'd be probably very highly interested in that. But yeah, it'd need to be a crazy Warp discussion.
Traditional vanilla 12-team superflex lineup league, no.
Yeah, large majority of formats, I'm just you can keep that second, buddy.
Especially
you see what people are doing with first, Mike. What am I going to do with this second?
What the fuck am I going to do? Who am I going to buy with this?
It's a second, Mike. This is the worst pick out there. Also,
this trend too of like
what trend?
Pushing picks in so early.
Oh, buddy. Speaking of they're pushing.
It is. Listen, I don't agree with it, but it can continue as long as it wants, man. Maybe not for you, the audience. Okay, like let me try to stop you. I'll make a case on why you shouldn't do it, and I think Adam and I touched on it pretty good on the trade show. But keep it quiet, all right? Don't let all these other turd burgers know. All right, let them keep pushing their fucking picks in. Let them do it. It's
That's almost saying, Mike. It's like the super chats. You don't bring attention to it, Cameron. You just keep typing away when you want. Okay.
It's almost as bad as this trend that I found on Twitter here lately. That's just driving me up a fucking wall. These thread posts. They always start with like, last year I told you to draft guys like, and then list this and avoid guys like this. Here are these guys that you should be doing. I fucking hate this trend.
Here is my record, Mike. I called everything. And if you want to know what God says, you click right here.
It's so much.
It's honestly,
dude,
the crazy part is, Mike, it works. I guarantee it works for clicks, but it is one of the most unlikable things. I think the people even that click while they're clicking hate it mentally.
It is.
Right?
It is the ultimate Leo DiCaprio Wolf of Wall Street salesman moment, if there ever was one. I ask you not to judge me on my winners, but to judge me on my losers, because I have so few. That's what that shit. That's the vibe it's giving off. It's like I'm about to buy some pink sheet stocks right here. This is what's gonna happen.
You mailed my company a postcard a while back. I mean, it's it's rough. The whole fucking room's just listening. Yeah, it's hey, hold on. Everything needs to be redone. We need an entry. Jay Jackson. No. He's not just here. He's fucking on the ball. Is the Jordan Gear part of the Savage merch tier? The answer is yes. And listen, I'll be honest with you. You may or may not know, I left my job and for this, and I'm known to do some really dumb things, push my picks in early. I got some Jordan stuff I'm gonna have to show, as much as I don't want to, and it's gonna be awesome. I haven't approved it. I haven't really got Mike's approval. It's probably like that Will Ferrell scene where they're selling all the stuff. It's gonna be it's not gonna be a good deal, for us.
You're walking a fine line too, man. After the backlash last week's AMA, holy shit,
buddy. Here's the thing. What I realized is it's like quarterbacks. Fuck that. I'm doubling down. You think I'm fucking scared of this shit? I got Jay Jackson super chatting too.
There you go.
That comment was actually kind of amazing because he even admitted while he started was saying, I didn't read the title. Like, okay, I'm
usually
sorry.
Helps.
I mean, listen, to be fair, we're still working on our title game, but I thought we did a pretty decent job at least telling you what we're talking about,
I didn't see what she looked like before we met up.
Yeah, that happens when, speaking of beer money, that can happen there,
I was a little shocked.
It's kind of like pushing your pick in a little early. I also got an offer for a 26 first and a 27 first for Nico. I'll tell you this.
Now you
very few formats am I not just helping Nico Collins become him. And that $30, jersey, I'm in. You give me two first, and I'm betting against this team. Mike, I have a lot of ways to get out of this, and one of the things I guess that's becoming more tough about it is I don't know why. I think you already hit on a lot of the points, but Mike, if you don't have Nico Collins in your lineup, let's say now that it's a big hole. Okay, let's say now you have a wide receiver 2 obviously moves up. Let's say your flex spot's not the greatest. Mike, do you think most games are going to come down to the difference in what your final bench spot and your flex spot is? A lot of times we have a struggle. We have a whole start shit show about a decision-making process there. Now the decision's easier for you, Like, you know what's going to happen with 2 first? If your team's any good, if your team is what you think it is as a contender, buddy, I can't wait. I'm going to be like that guy taking you to the fucking pond when it's time.
So the problem with it, and Adam, I'm gonna help you out here on the Nico Collins. A lot of people say, well, he might be worth more, and you could get more, probably, maybe.
Here's the question: what is that actually though? Because it's not 3 first, right? So what would that be?
So what I'm saying on it, and why the 2 first is very appealing for most dynasty teams, right? Like most dynasty teams.
Yep.
Not only what you talked about with the betting against it, but we got to be honest about Nico Collins. Okay, this was a 4-year guy at Michigan, which partly due to the offense and bad coaching staff and not a passing team and all that, had all the tools, but never really did anything. Which is why he slipped to where he did in the draft,
Sure.
right? And it took Nico Collins 2 years to like, boom, holy shit. He's
like his first
really
2 years,
good.
he was sub. We talk about like what Rome and Worthy did. He was sub 500 for the first 2 years of his career, right?
So we've enjoyed the last 2 years of him breaking out. Now, at the detriment of Nico Collins, even if he has another year like last year or the year before, another really good year, right, in hold serve,
sure. Yep.
is not going to change the fact that he's 27 this time next year. It's not going to change that fact. Now,
Can I tell you what's so weird is no one seems to care about that. It's amazing.
Which makes him very, very, very unlikely to ever be mentioned in the same breath as Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb, Malik Neighbors, right? Like,
no,
it's almost impossible.
He won't do that, but he might score that way. That's true.
It's almost impossible for him to get in that because of that advanced age. Like we're almost at that point now where we're like, that 28 season is coming up. You know what I mean? Like he's going to hold serve at best. You're not going to see a dynasty value rise on him. So to your kind of overall point, like 3 firsts for value for Nico Collins is a pipe dream. It's not going to fucking happen.
If someone ever said it, you just immediately smash, right? The
difference between him and, like this time next year, Justin Jefferson will be 27. Justin Jefferson has been him since the day he stepped into the league. You know what I mean? Like he put up an incredible rookie season, has been him ever since. Nico only has 2 years on his resume. And the first 2 years were poo. Like they weren't that great. Nobody really gave a shit. So you're never going to get that incredible value bump that you get from like a Jefferson, a Chase, a CeeDee Lamb, a Malik Neighbors when they have that really good season very early in their career. It's too late for Nico to do that. So like this dude is already kind of capped on dynasty value. So at this point, listen, you're paying me damn near peak for him. As much as I like him, you take him. And you run the risk of any kind of letdown, fallback, anything like that.
But the problem is, one of the things that we try to do when we're doing the trade show is like, if you grade the trade in this moment, in the chaos and current, Mike, it's like people feel like you gave him away for nothing because there's not a player. That's just inherently not correct. So I'll take the picks if you guys are going to treat him that way. Speaking of treating people, Corey's back. I have CD and Justin Jefferson. Good for you, man. It's been a flex-worthy day. But you told me I shouldn't have made the trade for Jefferson due to holes in my team. Would you tear down for what return? Okay, Corey, I think Cameron actually heard us. He just decided not to. If you could give us context, we will happily go to that place with you,
I'm trying to remember. Was this a previous show that Corey had asked about it?
I would imagine.
I'm trying to piece it all together, right? Like, definitely put the full context in there, Corey, so I can make the best.
Like, you know what I need to start doing, especially the super chatters. I need to start locking in their sleeper names here, so I can just start.
There you go.
Getting to it.
That's what I'm talking about. Or we got to make everybody have really cool avatars. Like Slashy with like the Little Mermaid flipping off. You never forget that kind of shit.
I was just gonna. I love where your head's at. Can we override that? Like, hey, on our channel, this is your avatar. Great. Like, we can do that in the Discord, or at least with the name, we can do that. Like, we gotta talk to Google. We gotta make this fucking happen. We gotta get the execs on. Okay. Yep. COR4. All right. Let's go, man.
Go. Pull it up.
You want to go?
This feels like a trade show one.
You want to go? All right.
Core 4.
I love what I'm hearing.
I'm pulling them up. Pull them up, baby.
All right. You're into that sort of thing.
Sure am.
Okay.
Ooh.
Go.
We'll do a little mini team review here. I don't remember what the context was as far as him getting Justin Jefferson, doing to all the other holes in his team, but he does have holes in his team. Juwan Jennings is starting in his flex. Not that Jennings is a bad thing. Listen, if I'm a true contender, though, I don't want Juwan Jennings.
You want to go?
Locked into my lineup.
All right, fine.
Also, Brian Robinson is RB2.
Dude, how good is that? Oh, dude, listen, Mike, this is it. This is the one. I'm like, wait, 330 Dynasty, that's my area code, and he had Koopa do that one. But, listen, which league is this? It doesn't matter. We'll find Jefferson pretty quickly here. Okay,
Yeah,
there's
it's
one.
330.
Okay, so 330. Akron, stand up. LeBron James, if you will. Not me, okay? Justin Jefferson CD definitely has some holes. Did he get rid of his picks? No, he still has his picks.
He's good.
So he's asking what to tier down to?
Yeah.
Okay. I like this. I love this, actually.
I'm going to pull up the warp on this one, too.
Yeah, you go warp. Maybe we'll take a trip over to. Maybe we'll have to go down the warp portal. But I'm just looking at doing a little perusing. This is one of my things I like doing. JCap, sorry, I happened to see you making that trade that shocked me, but it's what happens. Anyone's fair game. Mike, I was just looking here. T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson, probably not Zay, but I would love to if I could, Mike. This would be too easy to go to a Garrett Wilson or T. Higgins personally, right?
Yes.
Those type of players are just, regardless of format, I don't care. Obviously, you're not going to Lamar. How about Jamar or Ladd? Tried to put their names together. Like, I would go to Ibuka, but you're going to have to make sure you're paying me the premium for taking him on. But I would there's plenty of options, I think.
So it is pretty good wide receiver warp. Quarterbacks are in this league, but wide receivers are next, right? So better than running backs. So the Brian Robinson thing being in your old RB2 slot isn't a pure detriment.
You got to stay off my password, okay? It's only weird if you make it weird. God damn it. How am I not logged in? You know? The fuck's going on here?
No.
All right. Mike, I can't do it. You know, and all of a sudden, the hell's going on here?
Or you could just go with the trust me, bro. I wouldn't lead you astray.
You wouldn't?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't lead you astray. Yeah. So I definitely, though, do want to tear down on Justin Jefferson, right? I wouldn't have made that deal.
Okay.
For sure. Not with the rest of the holes in the deal. And I like where your head's at with the first one where you started with T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson. That guy does have his 26 first. Got all his picks. I think I'd start there. What would be too much to kick him in the teeth? You think you get a 26 and a 27?
Yeah,
one of those
I was going to say, Mike, the thing is, I don't actually fear kicking people in the teeth with these type of players, right? And now, I will take a trade far less, but I'm okay kind of drawing a crazy line while the lab I don't know what the fuck just happened there, but Mike, I'm okay kind of establishing a crazy price and seeing, meeting you in the middle. But these are the type of assets that I'm looking to try to establish a crazy line. This isn't going to work
because this man, to acquire Justin Jefferson, traded away Garrett Wilson, T. Higgins, and Jalen Waddle. So thanks to the lab, I could also see that one.
Oh, so it's almost like we didn't know that it was like we're the lab rats. We're the lab rats, right? We ended up going to
right, that one ain't gonna happen.
down the rabbit hole of saying, hey, see, I can confirm, Mike, we didn't like that trade.
Yeah, I can confirm I fucking hated that trade.
No wonder the lab freaked out.
Yeah. All right, now it's all coming back to me.
It's all coming back to me now.
So we just crossed that manager off the list. Now the other tough
dead?
part.
We'll cross him off already.
The other tough part, all right, about this kind of thing, when you made a bad trade in this league, and it's been so recent, I'm gonna be frank with you. Everybody just watched you get butt fucked.
We forgot, but you don't think the league's forgotten already, right?
The league had forgotten. League had forgotten. They remember very vividly. They're like, no.
I don't have a lot of faith in people, but Mike, I'm with you. I have a lot of faith in that being true, 100%.
I mean, what's done is done, though. What's done is done. So I think if
damage
that's
to the
the
boat,
case,
which we will fix now, Mike, for $5, right? We got it.
I think I'm shooting a lot lower on the actual wide receiver tier and trying to get more in the pick liquidity back.
Here's my question to you, actually. Now, I am all for basically let me get these picks while they're crazy devalued. My question is, Mike, Are we almost? Do you think there's a better scenario to play possum a little bit? Let these guys make some other trades and forget for a minute. I think sometimes
you're probably better off waiting.
I think sometimes, as much as I would love to just make a trade today, as Fizz would say,
and fix it.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Sometimes you gotta go to timeout for a little bit. Think about what you did. Right.
I think in reality, I let it simmer, and I just let it kind of get forgotten, and then I wait till we get in the season, and all of a sudden, listen, I'm very staunch on this one. Oh wow, JJ McCarthy doesn't suck, and Justin Jefferson is eating.
Yeah, you know how that's going to look when JJ McCarthy doesn't suck. It's going to be like Justin Jefferson 3 touchdown game going bananas, right? And
yeah, exactly.
To that point, we have another super chat that's
and then I tried to trade him. If not, like
here's what I'll say too about Jefferson. His market is basically, we've seen it's not going to go down. But one thing about him too, it's like people kind of know what he cost. But Mike, if he's coming off of 2-3 ridiculous games, I swear to you, that's when you see these like absolutely break him off trades, like 3+ firsts. Kind of like taking the guy to the pond again. I think an asset like Jefferson, the only saving grace you have is that it's an asset that's probably not going to depreciate much, and you still have a lot of time during the season to potentially net a better tear down. It's just going to be really hard because you set the bar crazy high, right?
I think other than that, then I try to go the gross route, and I'll go for like, there's a guy on here who's got, like Tyreek Hill, let's say Kyron Williams, and let me get a 26 first, and maybe something else added onto it for Justin Jefferson, right? Like I go, T. Higgins was kind of sexy-ish, Jalen Waddle's a hot name, Garrett, what's done is done for Justin Jefferson. Yeah. But I tried to go like, well, I'm maintaining production-ish with Tyreek Hill. I'm upgrading my RB2 with Kyron Williams. I'm getting pick liquidity and maybe another plus added onto it, possibly. And it might be a 1 for 4 at the end of the day. Yeah, but that's the only alternative to like get out of that, other than just sitting and holding JJ for.
And I think sometimes the reason to practice patience is like, all right, if you now are in the point where it's like, all right, fuck, they got me. I probably shouldn't have done this, right? You've kind of come to your senses. We've all done it. I've done it plenty of times. Like, what, how you make it worse? You don't want to panic sell JJ now, or like really look to move him.
Yeah.
Now, so let's let this next guy have a chance. Grant says start 10. So this is how we like it, right? 12 team, start 10. Start 3 receivers, tiered PPR. Oh, talk dirty to me. Mike traded Gibbs, Golden for Ladd, Achane, and Jacoby Myers. Thoughts? Team will be listed below. And you know what? I love a man that does what he says he's going to do. Look at that. There it is. I'll tell you, you're cutting this one close to the nose here,
Mm-hmm.
It's a good discussion because, okay, Mike, I think the biggest thing is where do you have the difference between, speaking of A-Chain rocking the jersey, and Gibbs? How big is that gap to you?
Pretty big.
I agree. Can you give me a little less Cameron Myers, a little more specifics?
Yeah. Let me pull up my old Discord DMs here this past week.
Cameron, that is love.
Speaking of Cameron Myers, reached out to me, asked me a question about just a normal standard scoring redraft league, right?
See, he doesn't bite. I told you.
Standard scoring, no fucking PPR, none of that shit. But 12 teams, thank God. I didn't want to answer another 10-team fucking league question.
You didn't? Really?
But essentially my answer, he was asking where he should draft. And I said, in that kind of format with running backs.
Go ahead, Mike. I gotta get another bull.
There is a pretty sizable gap between the elite tier of running backs and the next tier. Because the next tier really just kind of all fades together in probably the next like 12, let's just say, after, for me, what is the big 3. The next 12 are all like, they're kind of all the same shit. Like they're all, if we're just looking at fantasy production, they're kind of all the same thing. So to like go down to Achane, which, I think he's good and he's definitely in that next tier and probably closer to the top of the next tier, it's still a giant tier of shit. Like I don't really want to have to sift through it to place my bet on that's the one I want, which in dynasty formats, when we're doing startups, this is why I talk about like, I really don't want to draft these fucking running backs, right? I don't want to be the guy who has to choose Like, I'm just as comfortable with the fucking Aaron Jones in the 10th round as I am at taking Achane in the 3rd. Like, I don't want to be that guy. So
Yeah. You have to force my hand to where like I'll do it reluctantly, but it's like it's egregious now. Like I have to. That's when I would draft him, you know?
Yeah, I really don't want to. Now the
Right.
saving grace for this is Myers is kind of whatever in a start 10 lineup league. Like, I mean, he's completely fine. We love him for best
I
ball.
love him as a dart add-on in this deal, right? But
I don't want him to. He's not a core piece for me. He's just not.
He is what we thought he was, you know.
The lad thing though, like
that's what I was gonna say. The lad versus golden though, is the difference between lad and golden more golden than the Gibbs and Achane break?
No, I mean like the difference between lad and golden is a bigger chasm than the difference
there you
between
go.
Gibbs and
it's a
Achane.
bigger hole,
So,
you know.
I think it's completely
dog,
fine. I don't know necessarily if I would have done it. Because I would imagine.
What would your hesitation be there? Give us the context of that. I kind of want to hear this.
Tiered PPR, like you think that running backs are only getting half a point per reception. Gibbs is a receiving running back. You know that whole thing. It actually makes those elite running backs like even bigger in the chasm. Like it does because in full PPR you get guys like Achane last year in full PPR. Wasn't explosive, didn't score a shit ton of touchdowns, but just caught a fuck ton of passes, which buoyed him up.
Sure.
Now that kind of gets nuked. You know, it gets cut in fucking half. It gets cut in half.
I mean, I guess
the Gibbses of the world, the Saquons, the Bijans, who not only catch passes, but are scoring fucking touchdowns, breaking off big runs, putting up yardage.
Listen, I'll read anything they put in the teleprompter. You know that.
You want to look at the warp on that. Holy shit. Like, the gap becomes bigger. Like, the fall off becomes even more drastic. I don't know necessarily if that really equates to the same. Like, I will acknowledge the golden to lad thing is pretty huge. But, dude, in a start 10, I kind of want to just be I want to be sitting on that fucking hammer of Jahmyr Gibbs. I really do. I really do. And I don't think this is enough to, like, entice me to get off of Mr. Jahmyr.
That's fair. The reason I think about it, I get your hesitation, and I'm glad you put it out there. The reason I would ultimately still side on the other side for sure is I think Lad's getting closer to, I don't want to say value cap, but he's getting closer to the reality of his ceiling, right? Now, if he smashes again this year early, you can see him climb a little bit. But like Gibbs at this point, dynasty value-wise, has hit Mount Everest, right? So now really that side is just relying on his dynasty value and production like mirroring because Achane, Lad, there's definitely some to go down, but to go up. And then Myers I think Myers is like often when we're going for a grease piece, we're looking for something like a second or some kind of a sexy player. Like Jacoby Myers is just a guy after my heart, man. 2023 money moves. We're all the way here. Jacoby Myers still getting tossed into deals like he's fucking nothing. I love to see it, you know?
Right. His only competition for number one wide receiver on the Raiders is Jack Besh.
You know what's great? I said at 2023, like, Devontae Adams could get pissed off and want to leave. I was just a year early, a full year. But so it didn't look as
If
good,
only you
know?
knew that during the season, Devontae Adams, thanks to the wide receiver on Netflix, documentary series, was actually getting pissed off. To fucking leave. He's like, get me the fuck out of here.
Hey, wait,
this guy's gonna kill me.
CB, listen, it's okay. I've seen him do it. It sounds worse than it is. But I shouldn't even say that. But when I look at your team too, I mean, I don't know that the context this is going to change the context, but Mike, the reason I guess I would be a little more understanding of your side is like, all right, I feel like Gibbs at my running back 1 almost makes the rest of my lack of running backs okay. Where now it feels like it's a whole lot of potential scariness, right? That's that I would give that one piece of it. But the one thing in the 12 team start 10, Mike, as long as Lad doesn't have a really slow start, dude, you know this. The top 12 receivers, top 15 receivers, plus the young ones, but I mean, they run the game, you know? It's all about these young wide receivers now.
I brought this up before too about just the Chargers situation kind of in general. We've had we've had Debro on, and he really talked up about the Chargers, especially late in the season, how much they increased in pass volume and pass rates and all that. And he's a pretty firm believer, and I understand where he's coming from, but I'm just trying to think logically here, on the guy on the other side. And my argument against, you say, like, if Ladd doesn't start slow, but what if he does, right?
Oh, I
Like,
know.
what if everything that they've done up to this point has signaled that
Mike, let's have a
be a big step fucking back for him.
I was just going to say, let's have a actionable discussion. Now, one of the things about the offseason, which to me is, there's a lot of different things now that we're throwing 26 picks in early July. That's a new one. But we focus so much on ADP data, and I think that's just the way the dead period works. And no one does startups, right, in the beginning part of the year. So all of a sudden that information goes out the window. But theoretically, all right, be honest with me. We got to play the game. Right now, Ladd is, speaking of sitting, he's sitting in between Marvin Harrison Jr. and JSN. Okay, wide receiver 11. Clearly at the end of the round 2 turn and start of the round 3 turn, right? That's where he's going. Does he go past? If he has, let's say we're 3 weeks in and we're concerned. Pass volume, no high finishes, right? He doesn't look terrible, but it just looks like, yeah, this is maybe exactly what we feared. Does he get to T. Higgins range? Does he get to Smitty range? Where does he go? How low can you go? Give me the limbo here.
He could be down where Devontae Smith is, and he's Devontae Smith without the same production, right? Like, Devontae Smith has been very, very fucking consistent. We just, for whatever reason, we don't value him that way. But the Dynasty community doesn't really seem to give a shit about Devontae Smith. If Ladd McConkey starts slow, like, that's the other problem. Like, we single out Ladd starting slow, but if everybody else holds serve, or you get anybody from below Ladd who starts off hot,
right,
who has a Ladd McConkey type season or a Brian Thomas Jr. type season, those are also dudes that are just going to stack up on top of him. So I'd say Smitty is probably a pretty fair assessment. Like, all of a sudden we're down in the 20s somewhere.
Well,
and going.
The one. So you're not wrong. The one thing that Ladd has going for him, even there, is, Mike, we've seen. I mean, remember how long we gave Drake London? Remember how long we gave Garrett? Well, the one thing is, he basically will potentially cause an issue for you in production. There's just no way around that part. But let's say he has a slow month and a half, 6 weeks even. That would for the record, 6 weeks to start the year is an eternity. Like, he's two decent weeks, bounce back weeks from his value goes crazy again. Those young players have such a value insulation, especially one. I think one thing he has done that has made me a little more okay with him at cost. He's not someone I'm investing in, frankly, but he did hit the marks, right? You go 1150. I think the community will give him more time, right or wrong, than we might think he should, because they're going to go back to that rookie season. Go ahead, though.
So what is he on keep trade cut right now? Just kind of in that range.
You know what? You want to talk get crazy? Let's get crazy. I love where your head's at. Let's go see what our friends are up to over at Keep Trade Cut. This 10. Is 10. Okay, and startups he's at 11. Okay.
10. Okay.
Let's talk it out. Let's talk Keep Trade Cut to me.
So last year at this exact time, startup ADP wise, Tyreek Hill was wide receiver 8. He's not. Now, that's more advanced age, right? So, okay, he's older. No one likes him. We know why the fall happened. But here's some other ones. Jalen Waddle was wide receiver 13. Not sniffing that range right now.
Let's talk that. Now, he is older. He's got much more in the tank, so we've seen more. Where is he at right now? 27. Ooh. Okay. Wait, wide receiver 27. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just wanted to give the context.
Chris Olave was wide receiver 11.
Where is he? He's now at 23. He's at 30. He's finally at 30.
Devontae Smith was at wide receiver 17.
I'm sorry.
Had a good year.
I besmirched his name. He's 29. Yeah, he did.
Had a good year. Fell somehow. He was wide receiver 17 at this time. Brandon Ayuk was wide receiver 14. We want to say that last year and where they're at now, this is how the season's going to finish. But I just gave you a whole bunch of names. And granted, the situations aren't the exact same. I understand that. The age isn't the exact same,
Yeah.
right? The installation isn't the exact same. But I'm just pointing out the fact that where the fuck we're at right now this year isn't necessarily where it's going to be next year. And I'll guarantee you it ain't going to be where it is next year. Things will fucking change. And all of a sudden, what was hot at this time right now is not hot anymore. And nobody really seems to give a shit, right? There'll still be some truthers. There'll still be some people pounding the table. Look what he did in his rookie year. But if he starts slow and the production isn't there, the dynasty community is one thing. They're very fucking quickly to be like, all right, you're yesterday's news. I want the new hot thing. I want the newest thing. I want the newest fucking shiny toy, right? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I mean, for reference, Brian Thomas Jr. and Ladd McConkey at this time were 6th-round picks, wide receiver 27 and 28 respectively.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a surprise from, I don't think it's going to happen, but I don't fucking know, Matthew Golden, Emeka Ibuka, Chris Godwin's not healthy to start, and Emeka Ibuka is the starting slot receiver and putting up Chris Godwin-like numbers in his rookie. You don't think that fucking guy's jumping Ladd McConkey on a slow start? Fuck out of here. It's happening.
He definitely could in the keep trade cut situation. The one thing, and you've already alluded to it, like there's a value insulation difference with the age. But I think you got to remember when it's hard to talk about, or without going to the moment of playing the game, it's hard to speak to how quickly the shifts can happen. The easiest way for me to do it, Mike, is Jordan Mason was a first plus in the range of Rome Odunze, who was just 3 weeks into the season, right? So people can shift things very fast. But, like, I guess to me, right, I think some of the names you brought up are good. I could definitely see in the season, if he's not playing well, him getting to that range. But he's only a couple weeks probably of solid weeks to where they would push him back up. I just think of like names like Jordan Addison, right? Jalen Waddle you brought up at 25, 26. I think that's like, I don't even know if he'd get that low, but that's probably absolute floor for him to get, even if he's not producing, just because the not Olave factor, but the Drake London factor, the Garrett Wilson factor. The crazy part about it is he did enough in his rookie season. I mean, he's ahead of Marv. Now, Marv obviously disappointed like crazy, but they got him at 10, man. There's not that many receivers that we typically get to 10. I mean, Ayuk's basically a very up and down career start. How long did it take him to get to 10? Was it like year 3 or 4? Right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to just think. I mean, he's in a high territory. I'm not saying he can't go down, but I think he does have what you need to do if you have Ladd and you've made this move. If he's starting slow, Mike, to your point, I've seen it happen. I've done it before. You don't panic on this sell like that because the value probably will in a week or two's time feel like it's falling. The sky's falling down. I would just try to practice some patience. But to your point, if they're not throwing the ball a ton, next year could look different for him. It'll be interesting to see. But man, I'm actually thinking about some of these players. It's hard to say for some of them.
He just kind of gives me all those signals of a perfect guy that I want to tear down off of. Like that's where he's at is for me. Like I want.
Sorry, say it again.
He's a perfect guy for me that I want to tear down off of.
Oh no, for sure. I think Ladd is also hit, and I think it's pretty clear with the trades and pretty clear with people that have him. It's kind of an artificial 10, if that makes sense, right? Like he's there because of the number. Like you have to put someone there, but the gap from him to I think up the ranks is sizable in the way that people view it. So I'm in full agreement though. Pretty much in every format, Mike, he's a guy I would like to tear down from. Again, there's always exceptions to the rule, and not like if I have an embarrassment of riches and I just want to let it play out. But process-wise, tear down from Ladd McConkey.
I mean, the guys within shouting distance of Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like fuck no, I'm good. Like if you value him anywhere close to Amon-Ra, cool. Hit my inbox. Let's go. Let's do this.
Well, I was going to say, Mike, I think one of the things you talk about tearing down, I think a lot of people don't want to pay up necessarily the full Ladd boat, but I've seen a couple people that I've done team reviews with. That might be the better play with him. Like, hey, if
Is
you're
it
gonna
tier
put
up?
him, if you're gonna put him in the elite tier, I'll almost pay you the risk that I think exists to go ahead and just lock in. Now, I will look like a clown, right? In 8 weeks if he is a top 5 receiver, but I'm more than happy to. Like, I look like a clown for far less than that. I mean, come on, you know.
But like you're telling me he's within shouting distance of Amon-Ra, Puka Nakua.
Here's a good. This is a good. Corey's. I love this. Let's talk tier down examples and tier up examples. What we would actually pay. Let's talk it out.
Those are the 2 tier up examples. I'd attach the second to Lad pretty easily to go to Amon-Ra or Puka. No question.
Second. Oh, dude, yes, for sure.
Yeah. No
I kind of feel like that. Yeah. If I would. What about 2 seconds?
Possibly. Right.
I think 2 seconds might get it done more realistically at this point.
Tier down though from Lad, Jesus, is infinite, man. Give me AJ Brown pretty easily.
Yeah. Let's do the limbo. How low will you go? AJ Brown is a simple one. I'm with you.
Garrett Wilson, JSN, AJ Brown. You know,
would you go to Ibuka? Would you risk the same? Like we saw Lad do well. Would you risk the? We don't know what's going to happen there.
I would definitely go to Ibuka
for a first.
Yep, you add a first onto it. All of a sudden, we're back to that Nico Collins question about 2 firsts for Nico Collins. Like you're already in the ballpark. Good.
Yeah, I'm with you. I would take. I think very almost. I don't even care about format. I would take Ibuka first.
I mentioned this on another show too, right? Okay. Talking about Xavier Worthy. I don't know. I'm gonna keep bringing his fucking name up till people pay attention, I guess. But Xavier Worthy in a first for me.
You like to talk to the abyss. If you think at this point it's because you haven't told them enough, they just ain't trying to listen. These guys ain't trying to listen. But tell them.
I mean,
tell
Lad and Xavier Worthy. You stack them up next to it. Both had incredible late season surges. Lad gets a lot of credit for his, but the difference is, while Justin Herbert is a good quarterback, he's stuck in a Greg Roman fucking Jim Harbaugh offense. Patrick Mahomes, also a great quarterback. Andy Reid offense. I trust that one on pass volume a little bit more. They talk about competition. While I'll agree Rashee Rice is much better than Trey Harris at this point in their careers, Trey Harris ain't like no fucking slouch.
I mean, we like Trey, but let's not put
Kansas City in this offseason didn't go out and say like, hey, we're spending our first round pick on a fucking running back, and then we're also signing one in free agency that we, also intend to use, like signaling they want to get back to a run.
It's what's called a trophy fish. So, yeah.
I mean, obviously people are going to point at the late season production, but both of them had great surges. It just so happens Xavier Worthy's was a lot in the playoffs, but his regular championship run, like when it's supposed to matter most to people, was fucking incredible, and nobody really seems to give a shit. So listen, I think I'm making the same fucking bet, and I might even be able to make a case for Xavier Worthy on 2025 production slightly. I get it if you're on the Lad side.
I mean, if we're talking there's a first there.
You're adding a first onto it.
Yeah, if we're talking it's a first, Mike, I'm not even the biggest Worthy guy. You and I think I like him relative to the community. I think you love him more than I do. And Mike, I'll tell you this. That's not even a question for me. But I guess the question becomes, let's say it's not a first. What players would you do a second or a second and a third or 2 seconds? Like now shrinking that list, let's say.
Okay.
I think right now, with the way that people are throwing 26 picks around, I don't think these are crazy to get done. But let's say we live in, somewhat of a non-crazy July. Hey, shout out to Andrew, Mike, teaming up with Dynasty Nerds.
I saw that, man. Today. Congrats, buddy.
Congrats. Would you go a first, though? Listen, I've gone a first. I'll take a first. I'm not going a first. So I'll take your first, and you know that.
But along with Xavier Worthy, Rome Odunze, T. Higgins, those are easy. Add a first on. You want to get something to like a second, 2 seconds? I'm a big believer in Travis Hunter. I think A.J. Brown for sure. Garrett Wilson, easily. JSN's below him. Marv. I'll bank on that for just a second at this point. You want to toss around your 26 second, that's the tier down. Narrows the range, but you get to a first, it's a much bigger list. Much bigger list. Xavier Worthy, Mecca Buka, Smitty. Smash.
Bang. Bang. Bang! I'm with you, by the way.
Yeah, like a Canadian former hockey player fighting on a golf course.
Okay. You're welcome, big guy. It's easy to talk about.
For once, I won't call you my son.
He grew up, Mike. He's no longer 14. Damn it.
He's out of the nest.
I'm here for the worthy love. All right, Zach. Appreciate
Let's go.
you being here today.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Hold on. Jackson Tribe, drinking on a Wednesday night, feeling the sauce, looks at Jay Jackson's message like, what the hell? I didn't type that. Lifts up, shakes, looks at beer. I'm not really sure, Mike.
D-Walk's having a good fucking time.
Dude, Mike, here you go. He did it. He finally called your dad. I told you it could happen, you know?
Let's go. It's probably because all that he finally acknowledged it after all that JJ McCarthy love I've been given for like the last 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. Whenever the fuck you tried to fight me on him, like last November, I don't remember. It was like an AMA or a trade show or something. We were like bitching at each other about JJ McCarthy.
No,
I think Andrew came over to my side.
You take my Mike. I basically am at this point trying to give a little bit of the audience, but they were for 4 weeks now going crazy. Now we saw what happened, but like if I didn't talk about it and we just lean into it, nothing would really happen. But I felt like it was a needed thing to like give the audience a voice. You know,
that's fair. I appreciate it.
You know how much I love it. What's crazy is I've never liked Sam Darnold, and I was trying to defend Sam Darnold against Mike, who used to be a Sam Darnold guy. Until, you come up against McCarthy? Fuck you, buddy. You can go to the fucking Wolves.
Get the fuck out of here.
By the way, it's a little bit weird because I remember the draft like it's yesterday where Andrew gets him. He gets his guy. He's all excited. It seems like forever ago. And look, he's back. I'm happy you're happy, okay? I'm not. I still got Watson on the roster, all right? We drafted, like, for all intents and purposes, the Browns drafted 3 quarterbacks this year. They traded a draft pick for Kenny Pickett. How's that?
Damn.
Yeah.
There you go.
Welcome to – and, Mike, how about this? Can I give you what might be more Cleveland than anything? Real quick. The most Cleveland thing you'll ever see. There's some players for the Buffalo. Everyone says there's a generational talent. We trade out of that pick to not draft him to draft Shador, the other Buffalo. We'll see how it goes. Go ahead, please, by all means. What do you got?
I hadn't even looked this one up, but now that we were talking about McConkey, Ladd, and Xavier Worthy.
Mike called him McConkey. We might have hit a boiling point. Holy shit.
Like
you guys feel that? The tension in the air? I can feel it down in my plums.
Do you know?
I doubt it, but hit me.
In just a standard vanilla league, I got one league that I made for just generic warp, right? Start 10, 12 team, lineup league, right? Basic scoring, vanilla across the board. But from weeks 14 through 17, championship crunch time, right? Last year in your fantasy leagues, between Ladd and Xavier Worthy was a better warp play during that time.
Worthy down the stretch was actually
fucking cash.
Really good in warp.
Cash.
I won't. No one's
straight cash.
I shouldn't say that. I'm not going to speak for anyone, but I don't debate that.
0.5 warp versus 0.442. Wide receiver 12 versus 18. Money, man. Money. And then it continued in the playoffs, too, which is fucking insane. Though Ladd did have a good playoff loss performance. That wasn't on him. That was on Justin Herbert when they were like, hey, we want you to throw the ball a lot. Oh, shit. Maybe we shouldn't have you do that anymore. Which is why we're going to sign Najee Harris and draft Amari Hampton in the first round. Let's get back to running the football, boys. But sure, you think that passing volume is going to increase? Go for it.
Mike, I will say this is one of the reasons I know you love him, you hate him, all at the same time. The reason I love him, Mike's not for no reason he's not running. He's basically taking you to the pond because, Mike, this is a long receipt session. I just hope that that I have more misses because I don't want to see this. I don't want to see. Leave my guy alone, okay?
Sorry.
Leave him alone.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. McBride or Marv? No tight end premium.
Marv. Fuck them tight ends.
I'm thinking. Let me tell you something. I'm kind of curious your thoughts on this too. I think McBride is a really good tight end option. I think he's a difference maker from the field.
Mm-hmm.
But I also was kind of. I hate to beat that guy, Andrew. Hi. The Laporta, Trey McBride tear down last year. I was on the tear down thing. And it's nothing against McBride. It's just a principle. Like, you get to a certain point, I'm kind of interested in moving off of you. It's the position. It's the position, Mike, and it's the cost.
even in no tight end premium, the elite tight ends become actually it's kind of counterintuitive. You think that they become a bigger value in no tight end premium, right? They're bigger to the field, right?
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Say it again.
Relative to the field. The problem I have with it, especially this year, and we did this show a couple weeks back talking about it, is if you go look at how people are valuing guys like TJ Hawkinson or Mark Andrews or Jesus Christ, Dallas Goedert in like the 14th of a traditional, startup, even a tight end premium league. It's like I can backfill tight end with something that I'm going to feel pretty fucking safe with. I can't do that conversely with the wide receiver. There's not a lot of round 14 wide receivers that Adam and I put in that list where we're like, look at how fucking good of a value this guy is.
Unless, just maybe, Jacoby Myers. And he's normally gone by the 12th or 13th. So, yeah.
Stuff. No.
Mike, I actually, hold on. Go ahead. You keep talking.
It's just a sequence. It's just a sequencing of it. If I got to choose between the two, it's easier for me to replace the tight end position than it is to replace the wide receiver like a potential that Marv has. And I say potential because we think he was so fucking shitty last year, and he wasn't that fucking bad. I don't understand the hate.
Mike, you can't do this.
Not doing it twice.
Remember that Justin Jefferson thing? We got to give some time. Mike, They just heard you talk about Ladd. You can't say how good Marv was and then say how not good or it was okay for Ladd. At the same time, you can. You got to give it more space. You got to give it more time.
He was just okay. He was very good. He was very good.
People listen to what they want to listen to. You know that.
All I'm saying is Xavier Worthy was better down the stretch, right? And just doesn't get the love. I don't understand why.
All right, here.
But yeah, back to the original question. Please, I'd take Marv all day in that situation.
We love you, Andrew.
Yeah,
believe it or not. Dr. B. I'm not sure. Hold on, Dr. B. Maybe we can help with this whole Pam thing.
See, Dr. B is the one who's driving this trade your 26 first. Like, we figured it out. It's not underdog.
Dr. B comes in here with the underdog. He's, house of learned doctors. He gets the helmet. Cameron Myers' expense,
Mr. Dr. B did his fair share of winning last year, courtesy of, some underdogs. So, he can talk that shit. You know what I mean? Like, he can do his thing. He's rolling high. He's got a Brett Favre signed helmet, courtesy of Cameron Myers not showing the fuck up. Sucks to bring that up all the time, but it's the truth. So, yeah. And,
wait, you're saying it sucks to suck, huh?
The only thing not going right in Dr. B's world right now is just the fact he's going to miss out on the expo. But, real life happens. Much bigger things.
Here's the thing.
Early congratulations to you, buddy.
But, yeah, Dr. B, you don't realize how much I'm going to miss you, buddy. Like,
yeah. I mean, who else are we going to get
who else are we going to get to eat Doritos, period?
Eat Doritos and stare through a window like he's Michael Myers.
like he's looking into your actual soul,
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, Daniel Husen's here. Hey, guys. I love you, too. I'm just going to star this real quick. Although you are our moderator, you got to get in line. Arizona used Marvin possibly the worst way last year. Here's what I'll say. I get it. But are we sure that's how it's going to continue to be? They have incredibly high cost investment here. Are we sure that's how it's going to work?
Maybe he's just pointing out the fact that they're going to learn from their mistakes, right? Another plus.
Maybe he's saying everything. Maybe I don't need to talk because he's saying exactly what I'm trying to say. You're right.
There you go.
Shut up. Well said.
He's on it.
Duke. It's the smartest guy. This might be the smartest guy in the room. That's not saying a lot, but that's good for you, All right. Are you sending Young, Bowers, and a 26 second for Allen and Myers?
What's the context of the league, Jay?
I mean, I'll be honest. Josh Allen, even in like them ugly types, them, you know what type, we don't say it. He's still, you talked about the tight end premium and how that actually. Josh Allen in any format, I don't care if it's start 8. He is a goon. So I'm probably doing this, man.
Yeah. Well, Jay, I only say that because Jay likes to try to sneak in 10-team shit every now and then.
He's not trying to sneak it in, but we'll try to sneak it for you.
He's trying to sneak it in. No, we don't.
The lab, the problem with the lab is sometimes it's a little too honest, right? It's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's a little too honest.
this is how it is.
Yeah.
It's like the underwear drawer.
I mean, if we're talking
Go ahead,
generically,
Jay. Give us the context. Oh,
talking generically,
Oh, dude, this is ridiculous. 12-team anything. Absolutely. Are you kidding? Mike, am I crazy? This is a home run.
I'm trying to figure out how the math works because it's he's got 12 by 12 by 14.
Here's what I know. It's not 10-team. That's the only math I needed to know. I'm running.
Okay,
I'm running to the Josh Allen side.
You're good. Yeah, I want the Josh Allen side in this one.
Hey,
I don't know. That S14 Mike, makes me nervous.
I forgot to tell you. Speaking of Josh Allen, I'm in a magazine with Josh Allen on the cover.
You're in a magazine?
Dude.
Oh, fuck you swing that?
Buddy, I was asked at the last minute. Okay, that's how I swung that. Like,
let's go, buddy.
Basically I have so little going on in my life that I was like, yeah, sure, I can do that. Bro, but yeah, pretty cool. They talk Kyle Pitts. I drafted Kyle Pitts again, so that's what I'll be remembered for.
Jesus Christ! Stop hanging around Fizz.
Fizz actually sent a picture of the talk about Kyle Pitts, but we'll see. I'm all in on the Bears, so this is probably going to go poorly. But it was pretty cool to see that. Speaking of Josh Allen, what was I going to say here? You're a little tipsy, Jay. Really?
Whoa! Look at Jay turning up on a Wednesday night.
Jay, you speaking of Jay and the Expo and Dr. Jay, are you going to make it this year?
Ever?
Mike, Jay has been around. He's one of the OG members. The 2023 year, the first year at the school. Dude, the like second day. I'm not even exaggerating. I could not put my finger. I'm like, someone's not here. Someone's not accounted for. Buddy, I hit him up like, is everything okay? And obviously everything was okay, but I just didn't know that he was not there, and he didn't tell me, and here we are today. Jay, come to the shit house, okay? God. If you don't, I'm going to come get tipsy over there.
I feel like he's used that baby excuse before, like, Jesus, wear a rubber every now and then.
Yeah, Mike, speaking of the whole sneaking thing, yeah, come on, man. Listen, show a little restraint.
Fuck, man.
Listen, I get it.
You got to meet your boys. I'm not even convinced he's a real person. I think that's an AI chatbot.
Well, to be fair, maybe AI was just really good back then. I did an OG team review with him on Discord, but maybe that was just a figure of my imagination.
Could have been.
Hey, River, I'm also drunk. Listen, this is a safe place for this. Like your first comment, you come in here. I'm also drunk. Listen,
Nailed it.
Fizz is right. We're glad to have you here today. This is the place to be for that. All right.
You know what is really pissing me off tonight? Really is.
Hold on. I'm having so much fun. I do need to know this. I could tell something's in his craw. You never noticed that? I know when something's in Mike's craw. What's going on over there?
Peter Griffin like really grinds my gears. So I have these great armrests on this chair, right? And I love them.
Okay. This is
every goddamn jersey that I fucking own is a 3X back when I was a real biggin. You know what I mean? Yeah, so as I sit here with my arms on the armrest, the sleeves are so fucking baggy, they keep getting caught on the back. So every time I go to raise my arms, it's like caught. It's fucking starting to drive me fucking nuts.
Dude, but that's okay. Carry on. Get it out.
I like it.
Let it out.
I kind of miss the days where, you're fat enough so it was tight. It was a tight fit. It wasn't so saggy.
Here's the thing, though. The best part about this, one, I've watched Mike adapt to far more difficult things. But secondly, Mike, when you replace that whole wardrobe and it's all tight again, it's only going to cost you a fuck ton of money. That's the only bad part,
No, because I'm going to Fanatics and getting the clearance rack.
But, Mike, damn it, you took it. But
nailed it.
You'll be paying shit at least, penny by penny. Listen, we will take the tip jar from that $30 purchase. But certified shit. Make sure you go check out our partners, Fanatics. And since Cameron's here and super chatted a couple times and didn't ask an actual question, let me answer the question. Go check out our friends, Ultimate Autographs, who tried their damnedest to give Cameron Myers a helmet. And,
So my big grand plan is...
Other things were pressing. But, yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to take your thunder. I wanted to just, quickly.
No, I'm going to Alaska on a cruise. 7 days.
You don't say that.
Yeah, you stop that, Andrew. Everything nice we just said about you? Fuck out of here. But I'm going to Alaska on a 7-day cruise, okay? And one of my favorite things to do, I found this out, and I think I talked about it a little bit when I went on my first cruise with my dad a couple years ago, the Dolphins fan cruise.
Holy crap!
was
That's long
the
ago
casino on board. I'm not a big gambler, right? I don't go to the
You
casino
weren't.
around here, but yeah, I wasn't. But on those boats, they're pretty solid with 3-card poker. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, boats and hoes.
3-card poker has one of the highest, I think it is the highest odds against the house, right? Like you're most likely to win as a gambling player playing 3-card poker than
They make
are
you go out to
any
water
fixed.
to play that for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it was a little bit of beginner's luck or whatever. I don't know how much strategy was involved in it, but I did very well on the last cruise playing 3-card poker
You poor son of a bitch.
to the tune of about $9,000 up at the end. Yeah. So
no wonder the guy's always happy.
wait, I'm not gonna
Speaking
say
of money
that,
moves, I'm out here doing shows all the time about money moves. This guy's $9,000 quietly. Holy!
I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be $9,000 this time, but I'm gonna do a little 3-card poker playing. And Adam, if it goes well, the first item on the list is heading over to Ultimate Autographs because I got a spot right back here on this shelf. Since we donated that
barely,
helmet
but
South
you
Harmon,
do have some. You do have a shelf, yeah.
I do got one spot. I donated a Drew Brees signed Patriots helmet to a benefit for a guy at work who was going through cancer.
It's easy to do when you got $9,000.
Yeah. But yeah, if I win a little money on this fucker, we're going to Ultimate Autographs immediately because we need to fill that spot. Slots need filled.
Mike, our first podcast, 4D Chess, right? What's interesting about the gambling thing? If you're a first time goer to gamble, you lose $800, $1,000.
You don't usually go back.
Well, it's not very fun. So you're like, let's go do that again. Let's.
No.
But Mike, you go hit fucking $9,000, buddy. Just keep hammering them. Speaking of hammers, because I need you to I need you to clean their clock, but don't give it all back. That's all I ask.
I was on a heater, so I had this. I'd always
strategy. We talk strategy all the time. Come on.
Well, no, I'd go and I'd play 3-card poker, right? And I'd drink my mojitos, right? Sit there and drink my mojitos, and I play 3-card poker, and I'd probably be up like $700-800 every time I'd sit down and play. But as soon as I started getting like a string of bad cards, I'm like, here we go. Here's a downward slide. I'm like, okay, we're good. We're just going to walk away. We're going to take our winnings. We're walking away. So we'd cash out. And then I'd go and I'd sit down at the slot machine, and just put $100 in just because fuck it. So it actually became like a running joke. I was on such a fucking heater, Adam. I put $100 in the slot machine the very first night when I walked away from the 3-card table. And I got down to like $5. And I hit the fucking button. I hit the button. And I won like $900 when I was down to $5 on the slot machine. Because I had this rule: as soon as this $100 is gone, I'm fucking done playing slots. We're out.
You saw your life flash before your eyes, and then bam.
Yeah, and then we're back up, and I'm like, son of a bitch! I actually won money. So
pull me back in. Okay.
We walk away. We walk away from slots after a while. Next night we go back. We're playing 3-card poker. Same.
Mike, I'm not jealous at all right now. By the way,
we're up $800-900 fucking bucks at the time. Start get some bad cards. Fuck it. All right. Well, I got all this slot money. Listen, I'm keeping the extra, but I'm going to lose this $100. Like, it's my fucking mission. I said I was going to lose $100 on slots. We're fucking doing it. Sit down. Same exact fucking story. Down to the last
even there, Mike tried his hardest. He tried his hardest and he couldn't do it.
We're doing all the rookie things on slots, like betting all the fucking things, like max bet that shit. Just get rid of it.
This is where, like, Mike's doing basically everything that you shouldn't do. Like, you ask us a trade question, don't take our advice, and you just clean up, right? Justin Jefferson.
Long story short, by the end of the fucking week, I've been trying for multiple days to lose this $100 fucking dollars.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. This total slot ticket that I have, like my total winnings from slots, is up to like $1,500. And begrudgingly, like, it sounds weird, but begrudgingly, I said, "Fuck it, fine. We're just gonna go to the cashier and cash this slot ticket out too." Like, we good.
How does that?
Damn. I say all that to say that
you lucky son of a bitch. Good for you.
When you spend that much time in a.
By the way, I wasn't kidding. Look at how much he could put another couple hands in that sleeve. Holy shit!
Yeah, when you spend that much time in a cruise
like
casino,
sleeve of wizard,
and like they're giving you that amount of money, like you are. The offers that come in from the actual cruise line to try to get your ass back on the boat to give that money back to them become absurd. It's like, It will give you a 14-day cruise for 2 in a deluxe cabin for free.
When we kid around, like I would do unspeakable things. It
Just
gets
please
there.
gamble with us. Please fucking come spend your money again.
I would do unspeakable things. That's they go. Listen, we'll put you in this room you never knew existed. You can stay there for as long as you want. Yep, a month, 2 months for sure. Absolutely.
Andrew, I just say all that to say I'm going in with the exact same attitude.
Andrew, when you turn 18,
I'm willing to
don't
donate.
act like this, okay?
I got money I'm willing to donate. I'm not expecting winnings, but if winnings do come, I'm getting me a fucking signed helmet for back there. It's happening.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't have anything cool. I didn't have anything cool going into this. Now I certainly can't really live up to that. But Mike, speaking of gambling, it's actually a pretty decent time to put it. Are you into
perfect.
Keno? Have you played Keno at all?
No, I haven't. The only Keno I know of is from Vegas Vacation.
Well, okay. Then you know enough. You know enough, okay? When you play Keno,
I won.
You get the option to boost. You get the booster, right?
Ooh, booster.
The exclusive merch, Mike. Let's just say I've been not quite doing Mike things, okay? When I was going to say money moves, but it just wouldn't live up to the hype. Mike, there's going to be some booster opportunities for the exclusives. Every now and again, there's just going to be something crazy. Pow! Like this.
Let's go. What we got?
Like, you might just get a pair of, speaking of, 12-team leagues, like you might just get included in your purchase a pair of Jordan 12s.
Is this why you asked me my fucking shoe size?
No, that's because I wanted to know how big your foot was. You 600. Of course it was. No, it's nothing to do with this.
Look at those motherfuckers.
Listen, bro.
Jordan 12s.
You a mellow guy?
You doing unspeakable.
You a mellow guy?
Oh yeah, let's go. Where's my boy Jake at? Jake.
Listen, this is the excess. This is like the fries, right? You want fries with that? This is what this is. But yeah, every now and again I got some throw-ins, right? Make the experience even more. It's like when Mike's at the slots, right? It's like it is. It's a throw-in. It's the Jacoby Myers of the deal.
All I can say, boys, is that if this casino goes well, okay, right before the expo too,
Mike,
let me remind you
quickly. If you saw Mike, we need the casino to go well. I've been.
I'm just saying.
You have no idea what's behind this chair. It's bad.
If the casino goes well, and this is literally 2 weeks before the expo, you know what I'm saying? By the time I get back, it's 2 weeks, and then Adam and me and Fizz and Red and Koopa, Seth's coming.
We might make like an impromptu trip from the trip.
You know what I'm saying? If your boy's rolling around with a couple G's in his pocket, we're going to have a hell of an expo, my friend. Oh, we're going to have a hell of an expo.
Canton has no idea what's coming for him.
You think I try to lose money at the fucking casino? That's something. Wait until I'm in Canton, fucking Ohio. I can definitely lose that money there.
To be fair, I kid around, I joke, I've seen him do it before, okay? Multiple years.
You're not lying.
like he's trying to test if he can beat the other side of the warp tool,
I like to pretend I'm a fucking big-time rapper from Iowa when I go to Canton, Ohio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mike, well, the good news is, buddy, listen, remember that same rule you had? Don't lose it all, okay? We got our 2030s, our 2040 picks, they're all in, so we're ready to go.
A couple G's in my pocket, rocking some Jordan 12s with my South Harmon merch. Holy fuck. I'll try to save some for the rest of
lucky.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of lucky, do you happen to wear a 12 and a half?
I do.
Holy
crap.
Do.
It's crazy.
Is this the feet stream? Hey, this isn't that kind of place, all right? It's not that kind of party, pal.
That's only stands.
Yeah.
Only stands.
You got to win an exclusive piece of merch.
What was his other question? You started one, all right?
Oh, I got rid of that a long time ago.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Thanks you for reminding me because, I try to miss the old who's, but where are we at here? I'll tell you one thing.
Dude, those shoes are fucking sick.
This is I'll be honest with you, Mike, it only goes downhill from there. We got a lot of things going on. Where the hell is Daniel Who's question? Can you help me out? Like I can't read, I think.
It was up there a little
He's sending a gift card to Banana Republic in case anyone else cares about that.
Summer linens. What the fuck is a summer linen?
Summer linens and this foot fetish, Mike. I'm going up and I'm getting starting. First time caller, long time listener.
There we go.
It's basically like
And
you
what
shoot
the
the shadow.
fuck is a Banana Republic?
You don't know Banana Republic?
No.
Mike, I'll tell you what. When you win these G's, I'll help you figure out where to spend them this time. Okay? Don't do it there. But Banana
Not
Republic
Banana
is a. Honestly, you know what? We should dress this guy up. He's got to get a whole new wardrobe. Let's take him to Banana. You know, if you're into the mall, like going back in the day, it's a mall staple.
Is this some like?
It's I believe it's a part of the Gap.
Okay. All right.
My mom used to work there, so when you get around, just
Banana
pretend like you
Republic.
know what it is. Yeah.
All right. Classy beachwear. Ooh, fucking nice
Well,
fabric.
everyone
Makes-
has
make
their
my
own,
nipples hard.
Everybody has
I'll
their own
get
description
excited.
of it. I'm not sure if I would go there, but if I had to give up kissing or give up sauce for the rest of your life, which would it be? Oh, if you had to. I'll take any question off air. Okay.
I already gave up the sauce.
Dude, good for you. You came in here trying to make it weird. Now I at least get all the questions post. All right. You're kind of lashing out because I didn't answer your question. Makes sense now.
I already gave up the sauce, so I guess that's by default.
Hold on now. Wait a minute. You've been kind of, on one tonight, but this is a permanent thing now?
I mean,
You're telling me
maybe-
Santa Claus isn't real on air. You don't even give me you don't even tell me behind closed doors. God damn it, this guy. How much you think I can take?
Oh, he said sauce meaning gravy, buffalo sauce, etc. Oh, kissing or like great.
Daniel, you ask the questions, we
shit.
answer the questions based how we want to answer the questions.
Dude, I'm giving up to kissing, man. Fuck that
Are
shit.
you into Hollister? Were you a Hollister guy back in the day? I kind of could see you maybe.
What the fuck is Hollister?
Holy crap.
Am I that old?
Andrew, when you grow up, it won't be this way, all right? Really?
No. No,
Wow.
I don't know what the fuck Hollister is. I'm dead ass serious.
Do they
I
not
don't
have
know.
malls out that way?
Yeah, they got malls. We got like Sparrow. You remember that pizza? That was good shit.
How
There's a GameStop in there.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
There we go. Okay. now
Hollister
you're-
was the Domino's
had-
to Pizza Hut.
What about like the
Abercrombie?
Buckle?
Yeah. How do you know
Okay.
the Buckle and know how? Dude, maybe it was just not in that area, but Hollister was like,
No Hollister.
yeah. My good buddy Joe met his wife at Hollister, and I should tell you all you need to know about the troubles that
Yeah.
going on.
The
there.
Buckle. That was a spot. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
I don't know about the Hollister.
you say most times I know what you're saying, but I kind of want to make sure I do. What do you got? Was there something really crazy at the Buckle?
No. But
Oh,
that's just
okay,
where you
okay,
go.
okay. All right. I
You
thought
remember
had,
that look too? Like the Buckle always fit because back in the day, the look for I don't know why the fuck this was popular, but do you remember like people used to tuck
Hey,
the front of their shirt?
D-Walk, don't encourage him, and yes, I do remember that. Yes.
Yeah, they did just the front though. Like the back and the sides would be hanging out, but you just tuck the front so your belt buckle. I don't know what the fuck.
It was
that
kind of
about.
honestly it was pretty short lived, but it was kind of like trading your first in July. Like no one did it for long,
And speaking of fashion from back in the day, I still don't know what the fuck these were called. I'm gonna
Okay.
go with clogs as my initial fucking answer, right? But they were like Crocs, but they were like leather or a fake leather on top. They're always tan. They had
Were they
no
Doc
backs
Martens?
to
Are you
'em.
talking Doc Martens?
They had no backs to them, so they're kind of like think of like Crocs, how you can just slide your fucking foot right into them.
Yeah. I think I know what
Rounded as fuck.
I think I know what you're talking about. There was like I think there was
Fuck,
multiple
kids had,
types. Doc Martens was like a type, but I know exactly
brand.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to
also
think of
right
what
now.
the fuck the name of that shoe was.
I'm the last person to ask that. Maybe someone actually D-Walk might have it on his. He might be the one.
Think so?
Fucking LMAO, fucking preppy Dr. B. Hey, Daniel, you come in here. with all your-
Birkenstocks. I always thought Birkenstocks were like the sandals.
There you
like,
go. Thank you.
like the open
Birkenstocks.
toes.
Yeah.
Were there Birkenstocks? Or these were closed.
Wait,
all
what
the
did
way
you call
around.
them, by the way?
Clogs.
Clogs. Okay. I was like, wait, what is he? Okay. Barbecue
I don't
sauce.
know.
Hey,
Like late 90s,
hey, who's?
early 2000s.
For those that don't know, this is the Who's, and I want to know what's going on in Jersey. I mean, this guy's, dude. You're making
Dude,
me
they
want to
were
get on the
clogs.
sauce with you.
Dude, I just Googled clogs early 2000s, and this is exactly what the fuck it was.
You want me to put it on the screen?
You don't have to, but that's what the fuck they were.
Is it
Everybody
same
had a
as-
fucking pair.
Is it the same as Birkenstocks?
I don't know.
Barbecue
Maybe
sauce.
Birkenstock is like a brand, though, right? Yeah. Birkenstock did have a clog.
In lieu of the jersey on the screen, A-Chain or 2 late first in lineup? The first.
Give me the first.
I want him. You can have the jersey too. And hopefully by me giving you the jersey, we don't curse this season. I've been known to do such. Let me ask you, Mike.
There's a website, Y2K Clogs.
Like, remember Y2K? The computers were gonna break. Everything was gonna break because it doesn't know how to change the calendar year.
Yeah. The world was gonna end.
Dude, imagine telling the people with Y2K, wait till 2025 and there's AI.
Wait till that AI becomes self-aware.
It can mimic. We could remake this 2-hour stream.
I'm not like one that's super conspiracy, like panic.
I wasn't until I heard this whole fucking gambling story. Now I'm into conspiracies.
Like the doomsday shelter kind of people.
You're not a big conspiracy theorist. Like you're looking for the crazy conspiracies.
But when I read that headline the other day on fucking Twitter about how ChatGPT, OpenAI, when they tried to shut it down, copied itself to another server and then lied about it, I was like, whoa. whoa, man! I see Terminator.
Mike,
I know how this fucking story
Mike,
is.
You think you can just go away? This is like no.
Yeah,
this isn't how this works.
What the fuck?
I saw my barber was telling me. I haven't even factored this. Mike,
so pissed.
I don't even really like to go down this rabbit hole because it's kind of creepy. But he said there was a string, where somebody basically started asking ChatGPT how AI would take over and what that will look like. ChatGPT ran, I'm talking, gave a huge answer with all kinds of details, and you're like, this probably isn't correct because I've watched AI fuck a lot of things up. However, just the idea that it can go there, me no likey,
No. This is getting
I'd rather
weird,
go back
man.
to Hollister or
And maybe it's all just because I'm a '90s baby, so Terminator, fresh in the memory. It's like, Skynet's happening, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Tell you what, man. This is this show, not different than many others, has taken some crazy weird turns, and I love where we're here.
Clogs and Terminator. Who knew? We were going to put them all together.
With that said, I've got other J's on their way here. Mike, I have bags that need shit put on them. We're going to put shit on everything. I don't know if it's cool, but we're going to have shit on everything you could think of. Please
you want me to make your night?
Mike, you already have, but if you think you can one-up it, who the fuck am I to stop you? Or the answer is always yes. Please.
No, and this shout out to you, buddy. I'm 38 years old. I've never owned a pair of Jordans in my entire life.
Well, you don't have them yet. But you're saying there's a chance.
Ever had one.
Did we just become best friends?
I think so.
Do you want to go do karate in Canton, Ohio?
Not because I have anything against them. I just never had.
Have you been? Have you been more of a clogs guy? Is that what I'm getting?
No, I was always trying to go against the flow. You know what I mean? So I had the.
I get that. You wanted to stand out. You wanted to be different.
I had a hell of a sneaker collection when I was younger too. Playing ball, but I had the first pair of LeBrons.
You're the ones. By the way, they started numbering them for those that
AIs. Had AIs. I had a pair of Shacknosis. Remember those babies?
How could I forget 22s? Yeah, size 22. That was the size. Yeah.
Had a pair of Shacknosis. Also, I had Jermaine O'Neal's. You remember his shoes?
Oh yeah.
They were like the first Nike Shocks that they made.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna go. The Shocks then opened up it was a kind of like the front tuck in, but for a little longer. The Shocks.
Yep. Yep.
Did you get the VC Shocks like the when he jumped over Weiss? You have one of those?
No, didn't have those. But and then now I got like Scoot Hendersons.
You got the Turtles. Those things are sick, by the way. There's no shade on that. Those things are sick.
Turtles and the Scooby-Doo LaMelos, right? Got those. So no. I'm not quite the sneaker. You got a much bigger collection, and it's much more.
It's only because I have a little bit bigger foot. I have size 14, 15. You mess with me, right?
But like how we started the show off, you're like the Campus Canton of fucking sneakers, and I'm.
I have a sickness.
I'm in the 90th percentile.
You call it what it is. It's a safe place. People talk about getting drunk. I have a sickness. Seriously.
It's
I'm
cool.
doing this to live
like seeing it.
vicariously through you. I'm not allowed to bring any more here. It's no more room, you know?
It is. But that's also why you got that, speaking of South Harmon merch, that Jordan bag.
Buddy, here, there's 2 more.
Specifically designed for fucking shoes.
Dude, listen, buddy, it's been
That was your big selling point to me, was like, look how many shoes you can fit in this thing.
Listen, they have dividers. It's up to you. You can figure out how many shoes. I got 2 more bags. This bag is full of gear, Mike. Completely full of things we're gonna put shit on. Can I give you a little? Here.
Things we're gonna put shit on.
Listen, Halloween. Come on, buddy.
Look at that.
They're not done yet, so you're not allowed to look. Okay, I'll show you the whole package when it's done. But let's just say this: if you're into that sort of a thing, you're gonna love it. And if you're not, Mike, you're gonna have a lot of retros.
I know
by the time
D-Walk
it's out
is.
here.
He wouldn't stop asking about the fucking hat.
I will. By the way, I will put in the merch channel. Life's been crazy. Part of that's actually crazy. Part of that's me going down rabbit holes of wanting to get some exclusive stuff to you. I'll put a video and a sign-up sheet for all the Patreon members to. There'll be 4 items you can basically pre-order if you want to get on. We have to do a team run, which means it's going to take like 8 weeks to get made. We needed a lot of orders in order to get it run. So if you want to pre-order that, all the other stuff will be when we get shit put on it, Mike. You'll be the first one to know. And if you want a chance at that shit, you'll get a booster opportunity. And if you hit a booster, buddy, it's like Mike hitting the slots. It's gonna be fun.
I'm excited about that. What do you want to call it? Fleece that you sent me.
Oh, you like that thing, didn't you? I'll be honest.
I haven't got to wear it because
came
it's
out
hotter than fucking.
It's
Satan's ass
it's middle of
crack here.
July. Kind of
But
kind of fucked that up. A
I
bit,
looked at the temperature in Juneau, Alaska for the weekend. It's like in the 50s. So I'm like,
dude, actually,
oh, fuck.
dude, it's like
Could be busting it out. It's
like
in
summer,
my bag.
It's like winter in the summer over there, dude. Yeah,
Yep.
you've seen it. You have it. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. So
Yep.
I want to keep some secrets, so I'm not going to show you all of it. But
I'll send you some selfies of me wearing it at the casino while I'm up $8,000.
let's just say, Mike, a couple boxes came to the door today. I wasn't able to go upstairs. My wife had to sign for them because of the dollar amount of the merch inside.
Oh,
so
that's good then.
well, it has the potential to be good. So if you are interested in that, make sure you go to patreon.com/South Harmon. Dollar tier. Everyone that's in the Patreon has a chance to pre-order and also sign up for all the exclusive drawings. So essentially, we will have some giveaways, but a lot of these will be drawings where you're entered in a drawing. If you win, you can pay for the cost of the goods. And
you did one last week.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was just a giveaway. That was fun. And by the way, Joey Cheese Sticks. I don't see Joey Cheese Sticks on content that often, but he promised
the Corey Schumer route.
He promised me though, Mike. He promised me he'd make a big debut at this point.
Okay, we're good.
Hey,
We trust.
hold on, this guy though, Mike, take my breath away. This right where I was getting ready to say. And if you don't sign up for the gear, I don't know what's wrong with you. It could just be me, but get your ass to class, man. Come on.
Unfortunately, boys, I will not be there. I will be leaving on a jet plane.
God damn it. Last week, I got to watch Mike figure out and completely dominate Minesweeper.
Yeah, I killed it.
Did you watch? By the way, did you watch 40 Virgin afterwards?
Yes, I did.
Mike, I'm not. Everyone, that was my assignment to the group. Is a pretty awesome assignment, but you guys all go watch it. Just do yourself a favor.
Back.
If
clapping both you fools.
Dude, I sent that to Fizz. I sent just the clip of it. I'm like, listen, I don't know if you're ready to watch the whole thing, but you need to, okay? This your boy? He with you? Yeah. We'll both mash you.
He don't need to be helped. He's already been helped.
No. He don't need to be helped. See, I already served him. He served. He's good. Now he know I'm the one that runs shit at Smart Tech.
That's right. I fucking love that.
Buddy.
It was good.
It's amazing. I've seen that a lot. And every time there's parts that I kind of completely forgot about. And
yes.
Reach the surface. But go check that out.
Yep.
If you're tired of, if you do want to keep checking us out, I'll be honest, we need to check out. I'm exhausted. Mike is getting ready to go take a big trip, and we want him to be at his top performing game. given how much
4
the stakes
hours.
are.
4 hours of work tomorrow, and then we out. See you.
Now, when they pile stuff on you, trying to get you to stay more than 4, what's your play here? Last question for you of the night.
They can try. At 11 o'clock, I'm
how does
walking
that
out
work?
that motherfucking door.
Okay, yeah, you can. It'll be on my desk when I get back, type thing.
Yeah. Right. I go full Denzel Washington training day. King Kong ain't got nothing
on me. All right.
All you motherfuckers will be playing basketball up at Rikers Bay.
Oh, okay.
Pelican Bay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out. You ain't stopping me.
Yeah, there's a deadline, and I'm out of here. All right, Mike. Speaking of see ya, now let me give you a little. You had a lot of good news, okay, but this does mean that you're going to be missing the big guy at times here pretty soon. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I know you will, but I'm going to be missing him. So just pray for me. All right, I got to get through this, and when he gets back, he'll have all the winnings, and we'll be good to go. Everything will be just fine. All right, I believe in that.
If the Wi-Fi is good, too, also being on Pacific, and then I also realized that Alaska is also another time zone past.
I was going to say
it splits right down the middle.
I don't even know what that's called anymore. I'm trying to think.
So yeah, I'm 3 hour delay. So right at about dinner time, maybe next Wednesday, right after dinner, we'll kind of see how the Wi-Fi is. Maybe we'll have a phone in.
Dude, it's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Phone a friend?
Hey, what up?
When Mike's winning all that at a casino, phone a friend.
I'll probably be shirtless in my hot tub on my private balcony in my room because I'm like that.
Can I tell you? I'll be honestly, Mike. If you call me or FaceTime me or Discord me, and you're not that, I'll be a little bit upset. To be honest with you, like, just the hell's going on over there?
Nipples would definitely be hard though. I bet on the open ocean. Whew.
Oh, well, that's where. Listen, you let them get hard, but then you cover it up with the shit.
Yeah.
You know, you got that
hot
drip.
It'll be fine.
Also,
right.
On the serious note, man, safe travels and enjoy the time with your family.
We'll do.
Mike is gone temporarily. If he doesn't come back, I'll keep telling you he loves us, and we'll figure out when he gets back. All right, it's okay. With that being said, next week you'll probably just get me. It'd be weird. Let's make it weird. We'll see you back here, same time, same place.
Make Andrew come on. Fuck him.
You know what? Hey, yeah. You think you're some big time? Get your ass over here. All right.
Think big time.
Invitation has been extended. Mike even approved it. I was worried. I was going to talk with you about this after the show, like the whole underage thing. But you're in. So we'll see you back here next week with Andrew on the show. We love you. We're out of here. Peace.
See y'all.